Hello CraftDee Family, and welcome to another tutorial by She's So Crafty. For today's DIY project, we'll be creating 2 Christmas and holiday DIY projects inspired by a few decor pieces that I saw at Kirkland's. Now, I had so much fun creating the Kirkland's snowman earlier this week that I decided to make 2 more items for Kirkland's for a whole lot less. Now, for your convenience, I provided a list of supplies and tools used to make these projects in the description box below. Now, I am so ready to share this tutorial with you, but before we start, I wanted to say hey, and welcome back to my fantastic subscribers and visitors to my channel. Now, if you are a new visitor to my channel today and you love to create fun and easy DIY projects on a budget, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so you will be the first to know when a new DIY tutorial is ready to share with you. So now, let's just get ready to jump right into the first project. Now, the first project is a Joy to the World decor piece. Now, here is the inspiration photo for this project. Now, I absolutely love the holiday collage of trees and the cheerful phrase on top. Now, this piece was $24.99, but I knew I could recreate it with just a few items from the Dollar Tree and some scrapbook paper. Now, for this project, we'll start with a pack of tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree. We'll need a sheet of black foam core board from the Dollar Tree, and an assortment of scrapbook paper and fabric in different patterns. Now, the first thing we're going to do is to lay out our Surebonder silicone mat and grab 34 of those tumbling tower blocks from the package. And then we're going to separate them into 2 groups of 10 and 2 groups of 7. So now grab your straight edge and your glue gun, and you want to start to adhere together the strip of 7 blocks. Now, you do want to make sure that you wipe away any glue that oozes out in between them as you go. Now, we're going to repeat this for a second 7-block set and also for 2 10-block sets. So now go ahead and grab your carpenter square, which is also available at the Dollar Tree, and you're going to start to adhere those sticks together to form your frame. Now, when adhering your frame together, you do want to make sure that the shorter sticks are in between the 2 larger sticks. Now, this carpenter square is super handy, and it helps to make sure that all your corners are at 90 degrees. Now, when your frame is all assembled, just set it to the side to completely dry. Now, once it is dry, we can paint the frame, and I'll be using this black acrylic paint. Now, all you want to do is apply 1 to 2 coats to the outside, the inside, and the front of the frame, and you do want to let this sit to completely dry. So now that we can handle the frame, we're going to grab that foam board, and we're just going to place that frame right on top. Now, we are going to line it up with the corner, and we want to trace the outside of the frame onto the board with a pencil. And then go ahead and grab your ruler and X-Acto knife, and you want to cut the piece out along those lines that you traced. Now, after it is completely cut out, just trim off an extra ½ inch or so off one of the short sides and one of the long sides so that board doesn't peek out behind the frame. So now you want to place the frame on top, and you want to place a mark at the 4 corners so you know where the center is for your decorations. Now, the first thing that we're going to add are the words across the top, and I sometimes freehand this by sight, but I wanted to share a hack I sometimes use to get an exact replica. What I do is I plug my laptop into my TV to enlarge the image, and I lightly trace the wording onto a few sheets of paper using a very dull tip pencil. Now, I've done this so many times for lettering, and that if it's too large to print, this always works out perfect for me. You just want to be careful. Don't use any sharp point or ballpoint pens, of course, and you can also use a Cricut or other cutting machine if you have one. So here is my traced copy of all of the words. So now we're just going to use some of this painter's tape, and I'm going to secure the traced sheet onto the board. Then I'm going to take an embossing tool, or you can use a ballpoint pen, and you want to trace over the letters so the indentation is transferred onto that foam board. And then here, I'm just going to take this marker pen from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to trace an outline of those letters so we can see them better. So now that it is all traced out, I'm going to take my acrylic paint pen and I'm going to fill in all of those words. Now I picked these paint pens up from Amazon in a 10-pack, and I'll put the link in the description box below. So now we can start to add our tree accents. Now I'm going to use an assortment of scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby for 25 cents, or these sheets that I got from that I printed off my printer. So my first tree will be the center tree, and I'm just going to cut it to size, and I'm going to fold it over without creasing the center. And then I'm just going to cut out a Christmas tree shape, and you can cut out any shape of your choice. And then you want to take the other sheets and you want to cut out trees of different shapes and sizes. And I'm just kind of following the design mix of my inspiration piece. And you just want to cut and continue to add those mix of trees to your collage. Now I also had some burlap pieces on hand, so what I did is I doubled it up, and what I'm going to do is cut a half tree shape out on the folded side, just like we did for the paper trees. Now you want to make sure that we do cut 2 trees from this burlap. So now that our pieces are cut, just set those to the side. Now we're going to be adding that frame to the board, and all we want to do is apply hot glue around the back of the frame, and we want to place it on top of our foam board. Now we do want to make sure that it's nice and even, and once it is, we're just going to apply another layer of that hot glue around the edges for added security. Now to add all of our paper trees, I'm simply going to be using a standard glue stick to do this. You just want to apply it to the back of the tree, and we're going to place the tallest tree right in the center. And then we're just going to continue to apply the rest of those paper trees to the board. And then finally, we're going to add our burlap trees last, and I'm going to be using hot glue to attach these. And here are all of our trees applied. Now to hang our piece, I will be hot gluing a piece of jute string with knotted ends. So I'm going to place it right in the center, and I'm going to hot glue that into place. Now I had a scrap of black foam, so I'm just going to cover those glued ends to give it a nice clean look. And now you are finished. And here is the comparison. Now the Kirkland's version is on the top and my creation is on the bottom. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now you can take your piece and place it on display. Now I am so loving all of the details in this piece, and it was super easy to make. Now what I really love is all of the combination of the patterns and the textures, and they look great together, making this piece super festive, and also it makes a great gift. Now our second project is a Christmas wood plank look decor. Now here is the inspiration photo for this project. Now I love the simplicity and clean look of this piece, and the contrast between the glitter words and the wood backing really stand out. That beaded handle is also a great plus. Now this item was listed at $26.99, but I know we can make it for a lot less. Now for this project, we'll start with a piece of black foam board from the Dollar Tree. We're going to use this Merry Christmas Gold glitter sign from the Dollar Tree. Some of this dark wood contact paper, and this is from the Dollar Tree. We're going to use some nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to be using some of these white wood beads from Walmart. Now the first thing we're going to do is take our Merry Christmas sign, and we want to remove all of those tags and strings from the sign. Then to stop that glitter shed, we're going to take some Mod Podge and we want to apply a coat to the entire front of the piece, and we want to let that dry. Now once the front is dry, we are going to apply a layer to the back as well. And now that it's all dry, we need to make a frame for it. Now as you can see, it is much too large for the pizza pan, so we're going to make our own frame from that black foam board. So just go ahead and place that sign on the foam board, and we are going to take our ruler and mark the center. And then we're going to mark each side about 1.5 inches from the edge where the letters end. Then to make our circle frame, you just want to take a piece of string and tie it to a pencil. We want to pin it in the center of the board and then draw the circle. Then to outline our circle, we're just going to use one of these Dollar Tree markers, and we're just going to go over the circle the same way. So now we're going to grab the X-Acto knife, and we want to carefully cut that circle out of the board. So now that our circle is done, we can grab that contact paper, and we're going to cut a piece wide enough to cover the width of our circle. So just place it on top and then cut your piece out. Now you can certainly apply this as one sheet, but I wanted to create a plank look just like our inspiration piece. So to make our planks, what we're going to do is we're going to mark the paper at the half point. And then we're just going to cut that in half, and then we're going to take those cut strips and cut them in half once again, and you're going to end up with 4 equal strips. So then we're going to grab our circle and take our ruler, and we want to mark the center line of that circle board. And we can start applying our strips. We're just going to line it up along that center line. Now you do want to carefully place this in place, and you want to smooth out the contact paper on both ends. Now this contact paper is really easy to work with, and it comes back up if you make an error, so we just want to apply as smoothly as possible. Now to apply that second strip, you want to leave a small gap in between the pieces to create a plank look. And then you want to repeat this for the 2 remaining strips. Now once that's all done, we can go around the edge and we're going to trim off the excess. We want to leave about 1 inch or so on the edge. And then I'm going to go around the edge and I'm going to make a few snips in the trim so it can easily fold over to the back. So my inspiration piece had a plain white trim around it, but I decided to add some of this nautical rope to trim around my piece. Now all you want to do is start applying hot glue around the edge of the circle and apply the rope as you go. Now at the point where the ends meet, you just want to trim the end down and apply a little bit of hot glue to the end to keep it from unraveling. And then you can just secure the end right into place. So now we can go ahead and apply that Merry Christmas sign, and we need to cover those 2 hang holes. So I'll be using some of this glitter ribbon. I'm just going to cut a few small pieces, and I'm going to flip the sign over and hot glue them right over the holes on the back of the sign. And now we can adhere the sign to the board. Now all I'm going to do is apply a little bit of hot glue to a few sections at the top of that sign, and I want to place it into place. Now once that top is adhered, we're going to add a few more bits of the hot glue to the bottom to finish it off. Now once everything is into place, we can start to work on our beaded hanger. Now to start, we're just going to use some of these beads and we're going to use some of this jute string. Now we're going to start to add on about 24 beads for this strand of beads. And once all of them are strung on, we're just going to tie the ends in a knot. Now we're going to flip our sign over and we're going to take the strand and we want to center it on the back of it and then add a line of hot glue to secure each one of those strands into place. And you all know I love a finished look, so I'll be covering the back with some craft paper. You just want to apply some hot glue around the edge of the frame, and you want to start to add that craft paper to the back in small sections at a time. Now once all of that craft paper is applied, you just trim off all of the excess with an X-Acto knife. And once it's all trimmed, here is what it looks like. Now the Kirkland's version is on the left and my version is on the right. It's so amazing what you can do with Dollar Tree items to make a similar piece on a budget. So now all you have to do is hang it up in your favorite spot. Now I really love how the plank look turned out in this piece. And these Christmas signs are so much fun to craft with. And the rope trim really looks great. Now if you want to add a little extra pizzazz, you could place a few holiday picks on the bottom for the Christmas season. Let me know which one of these projects today was your favorite. Listen, if you love DIYs on a budget, give this video a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Make sure that you're following She's So Crafty EE on Facebook for the latest news, sneak peeks, and giveaways. Thank you so much for visiting and checking out my tutorial today. If you like videos like these and you don't want to miss the next one, make sure you're subscribed by clicking that subscribe button below and turning on that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.